What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we are here live for your wrestling warm-up. That's right, because sometimes I know that when you're going and you watch these programs that you're stiff, that you're not quite loose, but I'm here to help you. I am here to get you warmed up, loose, nice and comfortable and ready to go, because I don't want you to pull anything. I don't want you to hurt yourself. But it's okay. Here we go, man. We got all kinds of good stuff. We got NXT tonight. My favorite hour of wrestling a week. So that's exciting. We got that, but we got a lot to talk about. We're going to take your calls, your questions, your concerns, your hopes, your dreams, your quips, your jokes, your quotes, anything you might have, and a whole lot more. I'll be taking it live right here on Skype. David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA. We'll use the number 702-751-2902. Big shout out to everyone in the chat. Matthew Rundle, Joe Martin, Fake Ass Swap Boss Haza, Carl Gibney. Got all kinds of good people up in here. Joseph Blunt, Bear, Chris Christ. Looks like Too Tall's calling in. Too Tall from XLT Live Podcast, my good buddy. He's calling in. What's going on, man?
What up?
Hello, Too Tall.
Can you hear me?
Barely.
Yo. What?
Yeah, your volume's down.
How about now?
A little
How
better.
about now? Let me see if I can fix this.
A little bit louder now. A little
about
bit
now?
louder now. Get a little louder.
How about now?
Ooh, things just
How
got
about now?
sexy.
Did it get sexier?
It got sexier. I don't know what happened. Did you use your Dead on Dave filter?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it must have been.
All right. Can
It's
you hear me
proven
okay?
to make anything 10% sexier.
As long as you can hear me, all right.
I can. What's going on, man? Are you getting? You're here to get your warm up?
Yeah. Warming up and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Just doing things.
Or something similar.
Yeah.
We'll do what we can. We'll do what we can. So yeah, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about. You care to join me?
Yeah, I'll stay for a little. I got to eat in like 30 minutes, but I'll stay for a little.
Oh, sounds good. I'm sure you got to go hunt it down,
I don't know how
kill
long
it,
you were
grill it,
gonna-
skin it, and all that good stuff too. So that takes time. I understand. So
Yeah. What are you doing, an hour?
yeah, I'm gonna do an hour right up until NXT. Then we're gonna watch NXT, and then I'm gonna do a review of NXT, the whole shebang and bang. You know?
All right.
Yeah. So I figured a good place to start was with a former NXT champion, because more information has come out about Neville, and it looks like the kid got lucky, man. I mean, we know about the horrendous break to his ankle, his shin, and the shin bone's connected to the knee bone, and the knee bone's connected to the hip bone, and on and on. It just sucks, right? But it looks like Neville's going to be okay. In fact, he dodged a bullet to where it does not look like he's going to need surgery. This is according to WrestlingInc.com. He suffered the ankle and broken shin bone, but he underwent more tests in Orlando at the WWE Performance Center on Monday with Dr. Chris Amon. Yes, that one, who's still like in legal battles with CM Punk, and reports that he will not need surgery. And in fact, he's expected back in 2 to 3 months. This is a direct quote from Amon. Neville had some repeat testing done in Orlando today, which include x-rays and a CAT scan of his ankle. Upon further review, it's been determined that surgical repair of the ankle would not be necessary. Instead, he'll be treated non-perpetively and with a cast and crutches. The estimated return for this type of fracture is usually 2 to 3 months. So it looks like Neville is going to be okay. First question I have for you, my friend, is this a good thing that he's not having surgery? Because this is the type of injury that can affect him for the rest of his career. What do you think about this?
Like, you mean if he doesn't have surgery, he's going to loom back and get him again?
I mean, this is the type of injury that, for a high flyer especially, scares the hell out of me.
Why?
Because they're high flyers. I mean, I'm going to point to one guy, and people are going to, at first, they're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about? I want you to go back. Let's travel back almost 20 years. Rey Mysterio burst upon the scene in WCW. All right? 20-year-old kid doing stuff no one's ever seen before. He has 2 catastrophic knee surgeries within about the course of 18 months. He was never the same guy after that second surgery. I don't give a shit what he accomplished later on. He was never the same guy. Ever. He changed his style. He became more predictable. He became less high risk. He became a different guy. Very much safer. Now, he did have a very long career, and obviously he's going to be a Hall of Famer. And I'm sure Neville would certainly take that. But Neville's a little bit different in the high-flying category. His precision, his body control is like nothing I've ever seen from a high flyer, including Rey Mysterio. I'm really afraid that you generate all that power from your legs, from your ankles, from your shins, from that area. If it doesn't come back, I'm afraid that he's just not going to be the same guy.
Yeah, but he's not getting surgery. That's like healing naturally is better than getting surgery.
You need everything to go right in this rehab without surgery, and then hopefully he'll be okay. Because
you want him to have surgery, or like I'm confused what the points or the point or the stance is on this. The better option is not to have surgery and heal naturally, because when you get cut open, you're never the same.
I don't know if I agree with that in this situation, because the type of fracture is still a fracture. If they think it's going to set properly, it could set improperly. There's no invasion, so you're not going to be able to really get in there and see how things are. I don't know. I personally, with a broken friggin' shin, fractures in his ankle, I'd rather just get it completely repaired. If they got to put screws in there, fine. I'm just afraid this is the type of injury that will hamper him for the rest of his career.
Wow, you're just bold predictions by Dave, man. God damn.
The type of athlete he is. And remember, he's not just like a regular 28, 29-year-old wrestler who's been going for 5 or 6 years. This is a guy who's been on the independent circuit. He's been wrestling for goddamn over a decade. He's got a lot of wear and tear on the tires as well.
Right.
So these are concerns here, is all I'm saying.
All right. I mean, if that's how you feel, Dave, then that's how you feel.
Well, I mean, I think he'll be fine. I don't think it's one of those. It'll be fine. I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I mean, but
go ahead.
You look at fucking, like you said, Rey Mysterio. He had knee surgeries. It's not like he's having knee surgery. I think you're going crazy with this, man.
Look, he also didn't break anything, Rey Mysterio. He had ligament damage in his knees. This is a break of a bone of a guy who uses his feet primarily. I mean, this is a break and a fracture of a bone. If it does not set right. He's not 22. Bones don't set the same at 29, 30 than they do when you're younger. It's just breaks scare me. That's all.
All right. I mean, I think you're more scared than he is at this point. Shit.
I might be.
I think you are, man.
I might be. Look, you see with these type of athletes, with all the wear and tear that they have on their bodies, ankles and knees are scary, man. I know I screwed my ankle up when I was 19 years old, man. I've never been the same after that. My ankle's still jacked up. Didn't have surgery on it. Still jacked up. To this day. And I ain't a high flyer. It just worries me. That's all. It's just I'm putting the question out there. Is there worry? Should there be worry? That's all.
I'm not worried. You are, but I'm not.
I'm not even if I'm worried. I'm simply just questioning.
I don't think there's any. And on top of that, it's not like he's like 40. You know,
no,
he's young.
Not. He's not.
Young bodies heal better. So I don't. You know.
Well, he's not exactly 20 either.
What the fuck you want him to do? Like dip his dick into like some kind of youth shit?
I don't want him to do anything. I'm not telling him to get surgery. I think you're taking my statements out of context. What I'm saying is the fact that the decision's been made. He's not having surgery. And I'm just wondering if there's a possibility that could be a mistake down the line. When he comes back in 2 to 3 months.
I don't think so. And I think he should come back in 4 months.
Oh, I think they should be unbelievably cautious, but they won't. They won't.
Wow. Dave is inside information by Dave, man. Shit.
No. I'm simply going off of wrestlers, what they do. They always come back early.
Yeah.
They like to come back as soon as they can. Look, Seth Rollins tore his knee apart. They're talking about him getting back in the next couple of months. He should be waiting till at least SummerSlam. We see this all the time. John Cena pushes the scope of the human body constantly. This is the things that we see over and over. I mean, wrestlers want to get back in. They're in this industry because they're passionate about it. They want to get back in the ring. And especially a guy who's been an independent man most of his career, he wants to get back in the ring even more. They have less regard for their bodies. So that's all. I'm concerned. That's all.
All right.
Yeah. Speaking of physical specimens.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about me?
What's that?
Are we going to talk about me now?
Oh, we could. I mean, you are
I'm
a physical
just kidding.
specimen.
I'm just kidding.
You
just
are certainly
kidding,
a
Dave.
physical
just
specimen.
Kidding.
My goodness. But no, I had another man in mind who is doing things that are quite impressive. If you watch Monday Night Raw, you saw The Undertaker come back out, and I thought he looked fantastic. I really did. I thought he looked like in incredible shape. Yeah, he's a little weathered in the face, but he's 50. What are you going to do? He doesn't Botox it up. He looks like a 50-year-old man in the face, but his body looks incredible. Case in point, new videos emerged of more workout sessions at Frank DeMarco's gym. And he is deadlifting 500 pounds. And not only that, he's vertical jumping 40 inches. This guy is 50 years old. He is not just The Undertaker anymore. He is officially Super Undertaker. And it's terrifying.
Why is that terrifying?
Well, for one, I'm not actually saying it's terrifying. Jesus Christ. Are you going to challenge me on every phrase that I turn today?
Everything.
Every phrase that I turn, you're going to take literally.
What do you want The Undertaker to do,
wait.
You know?
Every phrase that I'm trying to drum up conversation with you.
I'm conversating. I'm just saying
evocative phrases, and you're challenging me on every one of them like I'm being literal.
I mean, what do you want him to do? You know, a couple years ago, it looked fucking rough, and he got his shit together.
I don't want. I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him.
2 years ago, when they showed that picture of Taker at the airport, he looked like a fucking corpse.
It's a very good thing that he's in this condition. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's unbelievable that a guy at his age, with the type of things that he's gone through in the ring over the last few years, you know, especially going back to the injury with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. You know, I mean, I thought that was going to basically be it for him, but he's come back nicely.
Right.
He's collapsed after matches. We've
seen
that. What's that?
I said he's killing it, man.
He is. And now he's in this type of condition at 50 years old. It's just impressive.
Yeah, it's The Undertaker, Dave.
It is.
Are you not impressed?
He's the phenom, man. What are you going to do?
Respect it.
It's crazy. I mean, I'm wondering, with the shape that he's in and the condition that he's gone and got himself into, this doesn't seem like it's just for one more match. Now, he's booked for appearances after WrestleMania, but do you think there's a possibility for a longer run out of The Undertaker after WrestleMania?
Maybe get him for one more WrestleMania.
But aside from
that, you can't really predict what's going to happen, whether he's going to get injured down the line or whatever's going to happen. You can't really predict that shit. And if he has a concussion, it's over.
Oh, very true.
It's just that simple. It's fucking over. So
it appears with the shape that he's putting himself in right now that he's gearing up for longer plans than just this WrestleMania. It would seem that he's putting himself in position, and considering he is booked for things after WrestleMania, it does seem like that might be the plan. So I'm just wondering how long of a run could there be, and how if he is okay to go after, do you give him a little bit more? Does he take on a little bit more responsibility? Does he go a little bit higher up the card than just these specialty matches? What do you do with The Undertaker? Because let's face it, at the end of the day, he is The Undertaker.
Well, here's my whole take on all of this shit, because I'm tired of, I think my biggest thing is, I get it, it's WrestleMania, so everybody wants to talk who's going to return, who's going to wrestle,
right?
What old fucking person's going to wrestle. I'm just fucking tired of it. I think people like Undertaker, yes, it's great to have him in the WWE, but he can also take a different type of role.
Sure.
You know, and can we get some new guys more fucking spotlight? The longer these guys stick around, the worse it gets for the fucking young guys, that they have to fucking fight twice as hard because they have to overcome an Undertaker spot. And everybody might hate me for that. I really don't care.
I don't know if historically that's true, because I mean, we've seen at WrestleManias, this has been the place where legends have come back and had moments. We've seen it with Piper in the 90s, and then he would go on to have a career over in WCW. No one thought he was going to have that. We saw it later on with Flair getting matches with The Undertaker later on. We've seen with Hogan. I mean, we've seen this over and over. My point
it was boring as fuck.
Well, I don't know. I mean, that
Hogan
Rock match
was
pretty fucking sweet. Now, granted, their match, the second match they had, was way better. But the thing with this whole situation with The the older guys is I'm kind of in the camp of use them while they're able to be used. I mean, get them out there if they're able to get them, because it's a finite time that they're going to be able to do these things. So if they're able to, I'd like to see them on there.
All right.
But I'm with you on getting over more young stars. Like
we need more room to focus on getting Roman Reigns over. God damn it.
That is the goal. That's the goal at the end of the day.
We need more space. And Undertaker is taken away from Roman Reigns getting over.
Well, that's it right there. Never mind. I retract my statement.
Thank you. I'm glad you understand now.
Let's get the SWAT team out there. And take them down.
I'm glad you understand.
I do. You convinced me. Speaking of The Undertaker and all that situation, the man he'll be facing at WrestleMania, Shane McMahon, he's a goddamn train wreck on the microphone right now. I don't know how else to say it. I don't know how to segue it nicely. He's a goddamn train wreck on the microphone right now, man. What's going on with your boy Shane O'Mac?
Fuck, it's funny.
You're gonna hit me, hilarious. And I'm gonna miss.
Yeah, I think it's hilarious, to be quite honest with you. I don't think anybody knows what's going on with good old Shane O'Mac there, but one thing is for sure, it's been 7 years since he's done anything, and obviously when you do things over and over again and you get comfortable, it eases into it. Unless you're Roman Reigns, then it just gets worse and worse as time goes on. But
that's also true.
With Shane McMahon, it's a question of, can he put on a good match with Undertaker, and then on top of that, can we fucking finish off the next 2 weeks without another botch by him? It's hard. It's hard to tell, but I'm still for somebody taking Shane's place, to be quite honest with you.
Me too. Look, I don't say this very often. Somebody gets Cena out there. I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there. Get him out there. Fuck, please. I don't know. Nobody else. I want Cena there. That's what I want.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I don't know. The interesting thing here is he's self-aware of this. He actually tweeted out that line that I just said about, you're going to hit me and I'm going to miss. And he tweeted that out and said, I might want to take a different strategy. So he's very aware of this, and I like that he's making fun of it. You can tell he's emotional. You can tell when he gets out there and people are chanting for him the way that they are. Now, they didn't do it as much this week in Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh kind of sucked when you look at it, but what do you expect? It's Pittsburgh. And he's just a little bit overwhelmed, I think being in there with The Undertaker and Vince at the same time overwhelmed him. I don't know. But you're right. You're 100% right on this. It is not about the botches on the mic. It is about this match. If he's going to be in it, it's got to be something special.
Yes, sir.
I'm just wondering, what are they going to do? You throw him off the 20-foot cage? I don't know.
Roman Reigns comes in, saves the day, and everything's figured out.
Roman Reigns lifts the cage up with two hands and just picks it up, lets Shane out, goes back in, breathes fire, and marries Michelle McCool. There you go. And The Undertaker is left standing in the ring. Roman Reigns, you took my wife, but now I will take your soul. And by soul, of course, we mean Pittsburgh boys' butthole. Because that's where the power lies. Boom.
That makes sense to me.
It does. I figure it does. But in all seriousness, how big of a concern is this? It seems like some people are really tuning out of this rivalry, and it's getting panned. It's getting hit hard in the comment sections and all of the YWC. How big of a concern is this? If you're the higher ups and you're booking this thing, I don't know how much creative control Shane has over this. Do you really consider taking him out of this match?
I think they should consider not to. They should have been on point for in the first place. Fuck that idea. Okay, first of all, Shane's not a wrestler. Yes, he's done some crazy ass shit, but it's all just big spots. Yeah. That's literally what he's done, is just huge spots. So I think they're fucking high as hell to think that this match is going to be good. I don't care. Taker's 56. Shane's old and he's not a wrestler. So can we please replace somebody for Shane, like Cena, like everybody keeps talking about? I think that needs to happen.
Yeah. I think
if this match goes on, I'm fucking scared for the rest of that, because like that match, right now it's like it's losing its fuel compared to like the first week when they announced it. Obviously, now you still have the Roman Reigns Triple H is not going to stop. It's apparently continuing, so that's still going on. So you're looking at a WrestleMania. At the end of the day, I guess it doesn't even matter if WrestleMania is good or bad because they sold all the seats almost. So
yeah.
that's they accomplished what they came to do. So now they're gonna shove down whatever the fuck they want down your throat.
They basically can. I mean, and that's kind of what I've been saying with the whole. They've been pushing the spectacle angle more for this WrestleMania than they have maybe in years past. We did get spectacle last year, but we also got some really good wrestling matches last year as well. Now, I'm sure things will round out a little bit more than we're assuming. We were all having the same type of qualms and misgivings last year before WrestleMania. Everyone was talking about it's the worst build-up we've ever seen in WrestleMania. I don't know if this year's any worse, but it's certainly not that much better. I feel like this match in particular should be bigger. You know, it's like it's for the control of Monday Night Raw. I don't feel like that's been hammered home enough, you know? I don't feel like it means anything. I think they got to find a way to make that mean something more.
Yeah, that's weird.
I do knew. But with that match, there is a hell of a lot of matches that are actually already in place. And after Thursday Night SmackDown, even more matches will be booked. So this next segment will be a little bit of spoilers. There will be 2 matches that will be announced that have not yet been announced, but they've been writing on the wall. So I'm not going to be spoiling too much for anybody in the chat. But earmuffs, if you don't want to hear, that's completely fine with me. What I'd like to do with you, since you're here, especially, is I'd like to get your feedback
I got like 5 minutes.
Okay, well, then I'll get your opinion on a couple of these, and then I'll let you go.
All right.
I want to go through the WrestleMania 32 card. There's 8 matches on this card so far, and I kind of want to go through them and see what get your take on.
There's 8 matches? Okay.
But, yeah. We'll start from the bottom until we get here. So let's start with the Usos and Dudley Boys. Just quick reactions. I'll go through them with you, and then I'll go through them a little bit more in depth when I get you out here.
All right.
Usos and Dudleys. Poop sauce, not poop sauce.
Poop sauce!
Poop sauce. 3rd annual Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Now, before you weigh in poop sauce or not poop sauce, keep in mind the first official participants have been announced. It is the Social Outcast. Poop sauce or not poop sauce?
Poop sauce!
The WWE United States title match has been confirmed.
Poop sauce!
Poop sauce between Kalisto and Ryback. The tag team titles are now going to be defended, now believe this or not, in a handicap match. All the members of the League of Nations versus all the members of the New Day. Poop sauce or not poop sauce?
Not poop sauce.
Not poop sauce. Shouldn't be. Triple threat for the Divas title match. Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, Charlotte. Poop sauce or not poop sauce?
Not poop sauce.
Not poop sauce. No holds barred street fight. Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar. Poop sauce or not poop sauce?
Coming in my pants, not poop sauce.
I agree with that. That's nutting in the pants. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Hell in the
That should
Cell.
be the main
Shane
event
McMahon
match.
versus what's that?
That should be the main event match.
I agree. I agree. I agree with you. Hell in a Cell. Shane McMahon versus the Undertaker. Poop sauce, not poop sauce.
It's gonna be like 90% poop sauce, and then like the 10% when Shane almost died, you're gonna be like, oh my god, and that's all the people are gonna remember is one fucking spot. So.
I think they're gonna have so many people interfere in this match. It's gonna become such a spectacle that it will inherently be not poop sauce. But we'll see. And finally, the WWE World Heavyweight Title match: Roman Reigns versus Triple H. Poop sauce or not poop sauce?
Poop sauce, because nobody gives a fuck about this feud. This feud's going literally nowhere. Roman Reigns is poop sauce, and they're still trying to get him over the same way they tried to get him over a couple months ago, which worked for about a week and now no longer works again because the fans are smart to what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah.
So ultimately, this is poop sauce. If you take Roman Reigns out of that return and put almost literally like Dean Ambrose in it, the crowd would have lost their shit. The only people that cared about Roman Reigns returning attacking Triple H was those 2 girls in the fucking front barricade area who jizzed their pants.
They lost their minds. They certainly did. What you're saying is right about anybody else could have took his spot and it could have been just as interesting or even more so. But at the same time, for what it wasn't a bad angle. I mean, they did work. Unfortunately,
just trying to do the same thing.
It is kind of the same thing. It's the same beatdown that Triple H gave him. We knew it was coming. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think the match will be fairly watchable. I don't think it'll be a bad match. I just think the outcome is going to be so awful that people are going to be screaming poop sauce.
Poop sauce. I think whoever's going to WrestleMania, make a poop sauce sign. I want to see it.
We're going to do poop sauce signs. That's absolutely. There are two more matches. There are two more matches that I'm pretty sure are going to get booked that have not been booked yet. One is Chris Jericho and AJ Styles. Pretty sure they're going to be booked. And that should not be poop sauce.
Jericho Styles, no. I hope.
Should not be poop sauce. And the other one is the Intercontinental Championship match. Now, I'm wondering, with the injury to Neville, why not just go ahead and combine these, man? Put Jericho and Y2J in this event.
Because Chris Jericho and Y2J are telling the story, and Kevin Owens is going to tell a story with Sami Zayn.
Well, I don't think it's going to it was never just going to be Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. And Neville was going to be involved, so was The Miz. Now Neville will not be involved.
There's no point of fucking putting in I think AJ Styles and Jericho need to stay away from any title match at WrestleMania.
I don't know. I'm 50-50 on this one. Like, part of me wants to see them in here because I kind of want to see. I don't want to see just Sammy and Kevin yet. I want to wait. I want to save.
Well, you're not going to see that, but I also don't think that we should take away from what Styles and what Jericho's fucking doing.
That's a good point. I agree with that.
Yeah, I agree that it's not going to be a one-on-one. It might be something different, but again, don't take away from what Styles and Jericho literally
They are telling a great story. So we'll see what happens with those. It should be pretty interesting. So you're going to go eat, my friend, I believe, Russ?
Yep.
All right.
Yep, I'm going to go eat, and then I have to do a live reaction. Then I got a review going on. Whole bunch of shit tonight.
We'll go make sure you check out my man Tito over at XLT Live Podcast for his live reaction show. And then flip back between his and my show for the review after NXT.
Yay.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with me, man.
No problem, man.
All right, take it easy. Have a good meal.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy. Take it easy. Too tall, everybody. Too tall. If you don't have talented friends, have a too tall. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And I have a too tall. I have a too tall and you don't. I'm so blessed. Okay. So, let's see what is going on in the chat. Big love to everybody in chat. SF Boy, Matt Rundle, Josh Hampton, Big Daddy P. That's a new one I haven't seen before. Carl Gidney, Joseph Blunt, Joe Martone. All kinds of people hanging out. Hopefully you guys are having a good time as we warm you up for NXT, not MXT. Let's take a call. 718, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, Dave? I just want to address something. The Kalisto Ryback thing, it's happening already, but I just want to say...
Yeah, it's happening.
I think... it is. I think it has the potential to be a good match, but it's not going to be a good match. Just because of Ryback. I think Kalisto's becoming a better wrestler. He has new movesets that I kind of like.
He has a problem working with bigger guys. He seems to have a tendency with bigger, limited guys. He has a little bit of an issue with. I'm not sure if this is going to be a good match or not. I think it could tell a good story, but I am very worried that Ryback might accidentally slip and fall and break Kalisto in half.
Yeah, the only person in WWE who can work with big men is Mysterio, and he put on great matches with big men. Like
See, I disagree. I never believed Mysterio, not for one fucking second, when he was in there with a guy who was twice his size. I never fucking bought it, ever. I'm one of those guys. I didn't like his... I've seen him in there with the Big Show. When they put him in the Great Khali, I almost shit myself laughing. I mean, we've seen him in there with these humongous guys, and it does not work for me. Kevin Nash, back in the WCW days, never worked for me. I never bought it, never did anything for me. I hate it, in fact. I hate it. I like Mysterio with guys that are around his size and a little bigger. 6'4", 6'5", sure. Yeah. 6'8", 6'9", 350 pounds. No.
You didn't like him. You didn't like him against Taker. I think at when it was like the drama Kane and stuff. He hit 619.
No.
You did not like that.
No.
All right, anyway, last question before I leave. I do not know who's fighting tonight, and I asked like 3 times.
So what, you want me to spoil NXT? Is that what you're asking me to do?
No, just tell me who's fighting in the match.
And what? It's not just one match.
Main event.
Oh, the main event? Oh, the
They don't
main
have
event
one-
for tonight. I can tell you that. And it is a tag team match, a women's tag team match. Asuka and Bayley will team up to take on Eva Marie and Nia Jax.
Oh. All right, Dave. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate the call, buddy. Take it easy.
Peace.
That's right. I think we got a new segment out of tonight, man, with Tuta. We got poop sauce or not poop sauce. I'm excited about that. That's fantastic. It's fantastic. Big Daddy P, I found out about you, Dave, like 2 weeks ago. I love your WWE reviews and podcasts. Hey, man, I appreciate that, dude. You're awesome. That's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. And we do video games here as well. I will be starting up my WWE 2K16 career very, very soon. It will be happening. I'm very excited about that. I'm messing with the game. I'm getting ready to do it. In fact, I'm getting through the tedious stuff, the first couple of matches in NXT, like where you learn stuff. I'm getting through that, and I'm probably going to start tomorrow. I'm in a tag match with Baron Corbin. I'm probably going to stream that, probably do a live stream, and start my journey, because Dave Danger is built. Dave Danger exists. He's here for you. You get to see what the world already knows, the world of WWE 2K, that is. Matthew, Dave, how do you donate? Well, I'm glad you asked, Mr. Rundle. There are a few ways you can support this channel. Of course, the easiest way is to like and subscribe, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can also buy merchandise over www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com. Way to fuck up your own promos, fatty. www.deadondave.spreadshirt.com. We got all kinds of great merchandise there. All the links are in the bottom, in the description box below. The easiest way is, of course, donating, just like Matthew Rendell alluded to. Go right in the description box. You'll see a link for the donation. Bickety bam, it takes you right to where you got to go, and it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy from there. 618, let's take a call. 618, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
What's up, man? How you doing today, Dave?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I was calling in real quick, man, to ask you a simple question.
Hopefully I'll have a simple answer.
WrestleMania,
what's that?
do you think WrestleMania will be a lot better if Cena, Cesaro, Rollins, and all these other guys are injured right now? You think it would be a lot better if they were there this year?
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, if you have a bunch of your talent, your core talent is available, yeah, the booking would be better. There wouldn't be as many audibles. Absolutely. I mean, the storytelling would be a little bit better. And more importantly, it's more talent. So, yes, absolutely. If those guys were 100% good to go, Neville now being part of that group, Randy Orton, and many, many others that people even forgot are hurt, yeah, it would be a much better event. But I think they're going to – I have a feeling that we're going to be talking about WrestleMania 32 as a success when it's all said and done. I do think that it's going to surprise people just like last year did. Last year surprised the shit out of people. I think this year we'll do something similar because it is going to be a spectacle at the very least. So we'll see.
All right, my man. Well, I'll catch you later after the NXT for the NXT review.
I'll be here, man. Hey, thanks for calling in. Thanks for supporting. I appreciate it.
All right, man.
Take it easy, buddy. Look at that. Getting in, getting out. The way I like it. In, out, in, out, in, out. Come, boom, we're out. I love it. Nap time. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. Fake ass twat. Dave Danger greater than Baron Corbin. It's funny you mentioned Baron Corbin. I'm his tag team partner. In my first match at NXT, he's my tag team partner. It's great. Very excited about it. Joe Martin, Dave, do you think the WWE has a video of Owen sadly falling to his death? I'm almost positive they do. Almost positive they do. With all the cameras that are there, I'm sure they do. That's pretty fucking morose, Joe Martin. Jesus Christ. Raise Moxley, you're live with Dead on Dave. I almost said you're dead with Live on Dave. What the hell is going on with me? What you got for me, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Dave? How you been, man?
Dude, I'm living large, man. Quite literally, I'm fat.
Now I could see, the show's looking good, man. That hard work's paying off for you. I'm really proud to see
Just
all
trying to
this.
get a little bit better every day, man. That's all I try to do.
I respect it, man. So yeah, I was gonna call him on Monday, but I was working on a paper. I saw Raw. It exceeded my expectations, I have to admit.
I liked Raw. I thought it was a good Raw. I enjoyed it.
I think you gave it a 7.5. I actually
Yeah.
bumped it up to an 8.
After watching it again, I think I'm somewhere around there too. I really did enjoy it. It was just a good show.
But I wanted to talk about specifically the Neville injury. I watched it back, and where Neville got injured was the baseball slide.
Yeah.
If you watch closely, you could see his foot literally roll and twist, and it looked horrendous.
I can hear something in the background really loud, man. Do you think you can take care of that?
Yeah, give me better.
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
There's a GIF. Or a GIF, if you prefer, that it has a really, really slow motion look and shows exactly what happened. It's disgusting, and it does not look good. But yeah, he looks like he lucked out, man. No surgery required. They're saying he'll be back in 2 to 3 months. I'm hoping it will be everything like they're saying, that there's going to be no setbacks, and I'm hoping that Neville's going to go on to have a fantastic career. These type of leg injuries do scare the hell out of me. Brian Pillman, one of those guys, had breaks in his legs, never was the same. There's just breaks scare me. Ligament damage, those things, we know how to repair them. Bones never heal the same. If I break your bone, if I break your arm and break my own arm, there's going to be subtleties in the difference in how they heal. And your bones might be a little bit more brittle than my bones. I mean, it's just, it's a scary thing. Bone breaking scares the shit out of me.
I got to say 2 things about leg injuries in general. First, when I think about leg injuries in pro wrestling, first person I think about is Sid.
Sid, yeah.
That was the worst injury I personally saw.
Yeah.
And the ironic part about Neville's injury is that he injured himself while he was literally on the ground.
Yeah.
Person like him, you expect him to get injured, high flying, but it's definitely an unfortunate injury. He's gonna miss WrestleMania, and it's unfortunate, but hopefully he comes back. They give him a new gimmick, and they build off from there.
Yeah, hopefully
Shane,
they'll take off that stupid cape when he comes back. Personally, I'd like to see him come back with a beard. I'd like to see him a little bit more gritty, a little scruff, and just kind of be a little bit more badass. But my worry is we're going to see a Sid moment. We're going to see him, because there's a lot of times where he jumps off the top rope another 5-6 feet into the air and then lands on his feet and somersaults out of it. I am worried that one of these times that leg's just going to fold in half like a fucking lawn chair.
And that would be
horrific.
Career
because
ending
Sid's was
injury.
horrific. I mean, that is still,
It
I
was.
still have trouble watching that video.
Same here. One of my friends, I showed him the video once, and to this day, every time I bring it up, he does not want to talk about it at all.
Yeah, it's cringeworthy. It really is. It really is. But hopefully he'll be okay. I mean, he is a superior athlete.
100%.
So I'm really hoping that he's going to be okay. I am worried about all the tread on his tires, though. He's been wrestling a long time, so that does concern me. But I think he'll be okay in the long run. You got anything else for me?
Yeah, I got two more questions.
Oh.
One quick question about the Shane McMahon and the Undertaker match.
Yes.
Obviously, I was very excited Shane McMahon returned. And a couple weeks ago, you said that you don't see Shane Undertaker wrestling at WrestleMania. You don't see Shane literally wrestling in the match. Have your thoughts changed on that?
Unfortunately, yes. It does look like they're going to go ahead with this match. It wouldn't surprise me if they still pull an audible. I still feel that even though Cena said he's not going to be wrestling at WrestleMania, he also the very next day kind of put a little, maybe I am into the world. I still have a feeling that we're going to see Cena take his spot. I think that's the way to go. But we'll see.
Honestly, my personal preference with that match, if they say they are going to a foreshadowing of having someone else take Shane's place, I'm thinking of two people. But I know neither of them are going to happen. One would obviously be Sting. Everyone would love to see that match, but it's not going to happen.
No, he still haven't had, as far as I know, he still has not had his neck surgery. So there's no way.
And the second one is just my personal preference. I want it to be Cesaro.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's also ruled himself out. He looks like he's still a ways away as well. But that would be interesting, though. Cesaro coming out, that would be the only problem with Cesaro is he has no ties to Shane or anything like that. Sting does in a way. I mean, Shane bought WCW. I mean, so there is that. I don't know if Sting was healthy. If Sting could go and there was no chance of him getting hurt, absolutely. Fake Ass Swat says Cena taking Shane's spot makes no sense at this point, though. Absolutely, it does. If Shane needs somebody to step in his shoes at any time, and Vince has already used the Undertaker, using the champion of the world, the Super Cena makes all the sense. That's the thing. The way Cena's gimmick is, he makes sense in just about any gimmick because of who he is. He's a 15-time champion. Cena could do anything. That's where they built him. That's what they wanted to. He is Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was able to do whatever he wanted towards the end of his career. It's just how it was.
And I got one last question.
Yes, sir.
I'm taking up so much time.
Oh, no. Hey, I dump people when they suck. You know that. I throw people over the top rope. I'm keeping you because you're awesome sauce. So keep it going.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Hey, no problem.
So I was thinking about the whole Roman Reigns situation.
Yeah, believe
personally,
that.
I'm not a big Roman Reigns fan.
Oh,
but
no.
I feel that he doesn't get enough credit where it's due. I feel everyone looks at the bat, but when he does something positive, they talk about for maybe the next day and they forget about it.
Yeah. No, you're very true.
I see the Roman Reigns situation. I feel like Bobby Lashley.
You went robo voice on me. Are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, you're breaking up on me.
What about now?
Still there?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Now you're good.
Okay, so I was saying what the Roman Reigns whole situation reminds me of is well, this is like okay, let me break it down this way. You know how NXT is now? NXT is they have the veterans and they have the young stars. They have the veterans putting over the young stars.
Sure.
And remember back in 2006 when they rebranded ECW, that's what Paul Heyman envisioned it as. And but he didn't have like a lot of control as he thought he would. Then you had the whole December to Dismember, that awful pay-per-view they had. And Paul Heyman basically left after Big Show dropped the title to Bobby Lashley in the chamber match.
Yep.
And CM Punk, like, he just got into the company in 2006, but he was incredibly over at that time in ECW, where he started off. And people wanted CM Punk to win that match, but Bobby Lashley ended up winning. So the way I see it then, a couple years later, Bobby Lashley had that whole match with Umaga at WrestleMania with Donald Trump and McMahon.
Yeah.
And obviously, we can conclude that Vince McMahon, obviously is in love with Roman Reigns. He wants Roman Reigns.
Yes. Yeah, because
I feel like
fits that prototype that has worked for Vince for the last 40 years. So I don't blame him for that. But continue.
And I feel like Bobby Lashley was in the same boat because Vince McMahon was literally in a feud with Bobby Lashley for around 2-3 months, and he had these matches with him, Shane, Umaga. Yeah. So I don't think Vince would have been in a feud with a superstar that he wouldn't have a high ceiling for.
I don't know if that's 100% true because we've seen him in a couple of meaningless rivalries and feuds a few times. Hornswoggle comes to mind. And in fact, I can point to the Bobby Lashley thing because he didn't do it under the main banner. Vince became the ECW champion, for Christ's sake. He did it at the lowest level of what he could do. Lashley had an issue not completely dissimilar from Roman's. Lashley still to this day does not have an ounce of charisma in his body. It's just not there. I like Bobby Lashley. I like the fact that he's Army. I was Army. He was a badass. He's a physical specimen. I like the fact that he's an actual legitimate fighter. I like that too. But I don't know. There was just always something missing. Cesaro comes to mind the same way too. Cesaro was able to get himself over in different ways, but we've seen this out of Cesaro a few times that it's never lasted. It's kind of the same thing with Lashley at times as well. So I don't know. It's a tough situation. Roman has different issues because he is the poster boy. He is the guy that everybody knows is the guy. So a lot of Roman's issues, and for what you brought up at the beginning, saying nobody gives him the credit when he does something good like he did on Raw. I felt he had a really good segment. The next day, everybody's gone back to shitting on him. It's because everybody knows that Roman is that guy, and the thing to do now is to say, fuck you, Vince. We're not going to take what you want to give us. We want this guy. We want AJ. We want Daniel Bryan. We want we want. It's the age of entitlement. That's the biggest problem and hindrance for Roman Reigns.
I mean, it's very contradicting if you think about it. Two reasons. One, I enjoyed what Roman Reigns did when he returned to Raw. I enjoyed it. I like the fact he didn't talk, he just went into it. But I think the problem that people had with it, that in that segment, he was basically portrayed as the heel. You have Triple H, who had a grueling match with Dean Ambrose Saturday, another grueling match with Ziggler on Monday, obviously hurt, and then you have Roman Reigns come out after recovery and just beating the crap out of Triple H. So, I mean, if you want to make the guy heel, if you want to portray him, that's just make him heel. JR has said to turn him heel. Stone Cold has told him, and Stone Cold's wise words, to be a great babyface, sometimes you have to be a great heel.
Well, you know it's true when Stone Cold Steve Austin says it, because if you don't agree with Stone Cold, he'll call human resources and get your ass fired. Fucking Stone Cold.
That's true.
It's Stone Cold Day, everybody. Stone Cold Day. So everybody drink a beer. It is. It's actually Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
It literally is. I just realized that.
No, that's a real thing. It really is. Yeah.
Yeah,
son, you don't know that it's the old 316? What's the matter with you, son? Come down to the Broken Skull. Damn it. I fucked it up. Come down to the Broken Skull Ranch, and I'll stomp a mud hole in your ass. That was a little better.
Okay. It was.
It was a little better.
Your imitation's on point.
It got better. It's a work in progress. What can I say? But yeah, you know, I like your views on Roman. I don't think anything he did on Monday was heelish at all. It was revenge, and it was the thing that they don't need to turn him heel. I don't agree that he has to turn heel to be over. They need to keep him away from microphones because that's his fucking kryptonite. He needs to continue to progress in the ring, and he just needs to be a badass. Do what he did Monday, but do it more often. No rhyme or reason.
He should have rocked one of the Usos.
I said the exact same thing. I don't know if you caught that on Raw. On my review, I said it would have been awesome if he just would have punched an Uso in the face.
And Jack Swagger was there with his baggy jeans and the chain sticking out. Just looked so out of place.
Yeah, he was probably mopping up something in the area, more than likely. He was selling T-shirts at the merch stand, more than likely. So. Poor Swagger.
By the way, that referee you pointed out that you saw limping out because of Triple H threw like a bag and it hit him literally in the ankle.
Yeah, he threw a case.
I read that he had to get 13 stitches.
Yeah, 13 stitches
after Raw,
and that ref had just gotten there too. But yeah, that was a big thing, and the video's out there if you want to watch this guy get stitches.
It's great. It's like WWE is getting it's been very edgier recently.
There has been more edge to it, and I think part of it is because of the build to WrestleMania and things like that. And maybe it's going to be a long-term thing. I wouldn't bet on it, but who knows? We'll see. You got anything else for me before I get you out of here? Go ahead. What was that?
The Edge and Christian show is beyond edgy.
It's okay.
I mean, they brought up TNA in the last episode.
Yes, they did.
Not directly, but...
And two former TNA champions laughed at the company, too, which I found hysterical.
That was bad. That was really bad.
Ugh. Yeah, that was funny. I think there are some bits that are really funny, but overall, that show has got issues. It can be funny. It can be. I do agree with that. But it's fleeting moments, unfortunately, because... They're okay. They're okay. They're not too bad. Hey, I appreciate the call, man.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
I will be live after NXT, so make sure you check out NXT and then make sure you catch the review right after, my friend.
Got you, man. No doubt. You got my likes.
All right, I appreciate
And
that.
subscription.
That's going to be a t-shirt. You got my likes. That's a t-shirt. It's coming soon. All right, Rage, you take it easy, buddy.
You too, buddy.
You got my likes. You know what I'm saying? You got my likes. That's the new shirt. Dead on Dave. You got my likes. I need to trademark that shit. Sal, where are you, man? You got my likes. I like that. But you can't put an accent on a t-shirt, unfortunately. Ooh, we'll put a button on the t-shirt where you can push it and it'll go, you got my likes. Do I really want to take another phone call from fucking Joe Martin? I'll take one from Joseph Blunt. Joseph Blunt, you're live with Dead on Dave. Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, man? Terry Snow Queen in the chat, she just brought something up that I completely forgot about. People who see my slideshows see Dancing Steve, one of my favorite gifts of all time, Steve from Blue's Clues dancing. I love that so much because you can actually watch him lose his soul.
It's incredible. It's incredible. I mean, I grew up with that show.
But he died.
He did.
Yeah, he died yesterday. He got into a car accident and died.
No, you can see him lose his soul in that dance, though.
I'm dead serious. He's dead. he got into a car accident and he died. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. It's very sad. But I will be keeping the meme up, the GIF, as a tribute, as a long-standing tribute to that man. Because fuck did he live a life. I mean, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, my God. He put up with a lot of shit. Because even after he left that show, he still had to be the guy who talked to an imaginary dog and salt and pepper shakers and shit. He had to be that guy for the rest of his life. You know, at least Jaheel White, the guy who played Steve Urkel, at least outside of when he was not Urkel, he was a good-looking guy. So when he was walking down the street and like years after Family Matters, he didn't get noticed probably all the time because he's a good-looking guy. So nobody was always Urkling him, I'm sure. I'm sure some people did. But like some shit you can't live down. Like Dustin Diamond, he will always be screeched. That's why that motherfucker went crazy and stabbed a bunch of people. That's why he's in jail. I mean, there are things you can't live down. And Steve, unfortunately, until the day he died just yesterday.
I know he's not dead.
He is dead. I'm not fucking kidding.
I've just Googled it.
Dude, he died in a car accident yesterday. Steve from Blue's Clues. I got the fucking article. I will send you it.
Do. I mean, I do love how we've gone on this tangent, but do you think the dog will be at his funeral? Do you think they'll animate the dog to be at his funeral?
Unless they hoaxed it again. Did they hoax it again?
Because I've just typed Steve from Blue's Clues.
Yeah, I did too. It didn't show up. But hold on, I have an article. I read an article. I read an actual fucking article. Terry, okay, yeah, hold on. I got it right here. Steve from Blues, because this is from, all right. Pennsylvania. Steve Burns, 42, was killed in a one-car crash. Burns was pronounced dead at 7:11 p.m. The Reading Hospital and Medical Center in Reading, Berks County coroner Randall Wiseman told the Associated Press. There's actually a news report and everything. This could be fake, but I don't know. You know, I did get this from Terry Snow Queen, and she tends to get a lot of fake fucking news. So it's very possible that this is not true.
Fingers crossed. I mean, for his, I hope he's not dead.
Let me put in Steve Burns. Maybe that'll help. God damn, Terry always fucking with these damn. Let's see here. No, he ain't fucking dead. Jesus. He ain't fucking dead. Jesus, Terry. You do this shit. False. Blue's Clues Steve. No, he's not fucking dead. Another goddamn fake ass thing. Oh, Jesus, Terry. Thanks for making me look like an asshole.
He's got years of talking to inanimate objects left in him.
You know what? Thank you very much, Joseph Blunt, for fucking putting me on the right goddamn path here. I appreciate you for checking me, It is an absolute hoax. He's not dead. He's very much fucking alive. This is, oh my God. Terry sends these articles, sometimes wrestling stuff, that are like they look like legit fucking websites, but they're not.
No. No.
They're not. Oh God. How upsetting.
It was a tangent worth going on.
Well, I got, and I don't mind being wrong, but I sure as fuck hate and look like an asshole.
I thought you were trying to like hoax me for a minute, then
No.
I'd become the new Pittsburgh.
No, I did not. I was mad at you for not believing me. I'm so upset right now. Oh, well, what are you gonna do? We got 5 minutes, Blunt. What do you got for me?
Tyler Breeze. Tyler Breeze is what I have for you. This guy needs to change his gimmick fast. Like, Cody Rhodes called, and he wants his dashing gimmick back.
Well, to be fair, Tyler, I don't know if it's a hybrid between the dashing and Shawn Michaels. I mean, I see more Shawn in him than anything else. I mean, Jesus. He replaced the mirror that Shawn used that he had Scary Sherry, or Sensational Sherry at the time, hold up. He replaced it with a fucking selfie stick.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see him getting over as long as he's using, generic.
Oh,
heel
I disagree
gimmick
with you.
number 5.
I think that fucking gimmick can play because
And not
he's
on the main
talented
roster.
enough. The guy's so
Yeah.
talented.
He's talented, but I don't
His
think that
gimmick is
gimmick
not his problem. They can put any gimmick on this guy, and if they continue to put him in the matches that they put him in, it's not going to work. It's not going to.
No.
But I'll tell you where they should put him, because I have very definitive idea on where they should put him. There's one place, and they don't even have to repackage him that much. You make him, and you do it right now. You do it Monday night. You make him the 4th member of the New Day. And that is
Oh, really?
absolutely. He has unbelievable chemistry with Xavier Woods. Unbelievable
Can you see him doing
chemistry.
the unicorn shit? And
I would love it. I'd love it because it'd be a white guy. I'd love it because it would be so weird to see a white guy with the brothers and stuff like in that gimmick. Yeah. But I think it would work, man. I would love to see it.
Can he play an instrument?
Well, only Xavier can, so no. I'm sure maybe someone can play a fucking trouser pipe, but I don't know.
They need to get an orchestra going, but no.
I don't know. That's another discussion for another day. I do appreciate you saving me from ignorance, though. You did a good job there. By the way, Matt Rundle wants to know, where are you? Because he is also in the Englands. So maybe you guys can hook up and go to a pub.
I am in Leeds.
I don't know where that is.
Which is a place in the north.
North. That's why he talks like that. He's fancy British.
I try.
I just imagine you with the pipe all the time. Bubbly, bubbly, bubbly.
I wish, but no. Alas, no.
You see, you were thinking different pipe. That's the problem. That's the problem. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Let me get you out of here so I can close up the show and go watch NXT.
Okay. Have a good NXT.
All right, buddy. Take it easy, Mr. Joseph Blunt. All right, everybody. We are just about done. It is time for your NXT, the best hour of wrestling each and every single week. And guess what? You've been warmed up. You're going to feel yourself more loose. You're going to feel yourself more flexible. Drink some water. Let's drink the water. We're drinking the water. And let's go watch some NXT. You've been warmed up. This is your Wrestling Warm-Up. Thank you guys very much for joining me right here on Dead on Dave Productions. We will see you right after NXT. Come right back. But go check out Real Talk. No, Too Tall over at XLT Live Podcast for his live reaction show. And then come back here afterwards for your NXT review. We'll see you afterwards. Take it easy, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share. And as always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. Peace.